Turning Point USA's reply to Candace Owens has taken the internet by storm. But one individual put his 2 cents in, 4 cents, 5 cents, something like that, is Mr. Tatum. Mr. Tatum has finally thrown his hat into the ring, and he is going to talk about the fact that it's finally happening, y'all. Yeah, except that he's not really, but he is. But if that's confusing for you, then it should be par for the course. That would be how most of us see Brandon Tatum anyway. 1 minute he's going to call somebody out, but not by name. And then when he finally gets asked for it directly, he kind of insinuates they should go to hell. But it didn't say they go to hell. And then he said, well, no, God really loves it. I can't make up my mind about Brandon, really. I'm confused. And so I'm hoping that what he has to say about the event coming up, supposed to be on the 15th, by the way, which is around the corner, 11 days away. If it does happen, I can't wait to see what he says the day after. But for now, we're going to listen to his response about Candace accepting this invitation to come and drop receipts. If anything, this might be the first time ever that Candace will actually bring receipts. It'd be amazing. Anyway, let's sit down and listen to Mr. Tatum bring forth his points of view about the TPUSA and Candace Owens debacle, shall we? Proceed, Mr. Tate.
In the near future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point. If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix.
They at long last issued a public invitation or challenge, I'm not sure what it is, but I accept.
Like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notifications. Anytime I go live or make a video, make sure you download Freedom Chat. And also, if you want to message me any questions, Brandon@freedomchat.com. Brandon@freedomchat.com. Let's get into this.
I'm surprised he didn't say it 3 times. I thought he was going to pull out his best Umar there and say, Brandon, he's pushing that Freedom Chat. Brandon, remember we talked about this. I understand that it's your product, and more power to you, buddy. I'd advise you not talk to Candace about anything to do with the so-called hit on Freedom Chat. Just, again, as a brother to a brother, don't do it. Anyway, continue.
So, Candace Owens, now let me just say this. I'm going to stay out of this.
Where's that clip when he did? Why you always lying? You're not staying out of it because you're in it right now. I don't know if he understands what staying out of it really means. Like, okay, Brandon, here's what staying out of it would be. You don't even make a video about the fact that it's going down. Bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Look, we don't mind. Look, and again, I hope you pick a side because eventually you're going to have to. Listen carefully, Brandon. You're going to have to pick a side eventually because they can't both be. Listen to me. They cannot be both right to the place where you can only follow both of them because they're antagonistic to each other. It's not going to work, bro. You're going to have to choose. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I think he may already have chosen, but he just don't want anybody else to know. But let's see how well he stays out of this. Okay, let's see.
I'm just reporting on the news.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying nothing on no side. And the reason that I'm going to stay out of this because Turning Point has responded. I mean, I think that's a response. Candace Owens have kicked back, and she's smiling from ear to ear, grinning, saying, come on, I'll come on the show. Now, they can defend themselves.
I have a bet for people. Hey, look, I'm working with house money at this point. I'm working with house money. Here's what I mean by house money. I have Israeli cash in my back pocket, 7K. That's what I've been told. So I'm working with house money. I'm going to go on a limb and bet right now all 7K. Because I've only seen results of one video. Everybody keeps saying we get paid for each video. I'm like, that ain't true. Hell, we didn't even get paid for one. But I just assume I did. I'm going to put all 7K that Brandon going to pick a side during this video. He going to have his points of view. When he say he not going to say it, he going to say it. How much you want to bet? Let's find out.
I don't need to defend Candace's arguments. I don't need to really talk about her arguments. I don't need to defend Turning Point USA. I don't see Tucker Carlson defending Turning Point USA. I don't see none of these other people defend. I don't need to defend them. They are going to have an opportunity to defend themselves.
Okay.
In front of the world.
Mm.
Now, y'all know how I feel about the whole thing. I can say it right here, and to me, it's nothing. Charlie Kirk was killed by Tyler Robinson, a deranged nut job, and the FBI got so much investigation or so much information or evidence that it's a cut and dry case. This is an open and shut case.
So you did pick a side. Come on, man. Oh, Brandon, look, man. I don't know who lied to you and told you that you couldn't pick a side and that you shouldn't defend the people. That it's okay to defend the people you consider right. It really is. Honestly, it's okay. Friendships aren't built on the fact that you agree with the person all the time. You said this, right? So why would it be difficult for you to just say, nah, Candace talking outside our ass and that she just talking stupid shit. She's still my friend, but that's stupid. You could say that, bro. Look, y'all know this platform, right? Y'all know Corey and I don't always see eye to eye. Corey will tell me that's stupid. I'll tell him it's stupid. Does it affect the friendship? No. We each have a viewpoint about something. Brandon, it's okay to tell your friend Candace that she is batshit crazy on this one. You can do that. I don't know where you got this idea that you couldn't do it. Even if you disagree with TPUSA, you can say that you can do that, bro. You feel like you're getting pigeonholed into being a position, but no one's doing that to you. That's on you. But before this is all said and done, you're going to pick a side. I'm telling you, you're going to have to publicly pick a side, I should say, because I know privately you already did. You're going to have to publicly do it. It's coming down.
Now, only people who are either deranged, influenced by money, bumped their head when they woke up, somehow think it's some mysterious plot that Turning Point USA was involved in this.
Let's rewind that real quick. Candace gonna be hot. Candace gonna be what? This girl gonna go from a black woman with black hair to a black woman with red hair. I'm telling you now, she gonna be on fire. Fire. I want to hear him say that again. I'm gonna write down these terms because I don't want nobody saying we made this up. You gotta back it up, Brandon. What did you just say?
Bumped their head when they woke up.
A little further back. What is that now?
Got so much investigation or so much information or evidence that it's a cut and dry case. This is an open and shut case. Now, only people who are either deranged, influenced by money, bumped their head when they woke up, somehow think it's some mysterious plot that Turning Point USA was involved in this. I mean, just put your thinking cap on for 1 minute.
Oh my.
Do you really think Andrew wanted Charlie Kirk dead? Why would he want Charlie Kirk dead? His job is over. Where's Andrew going to do now? Everything in Turning Point USA, all those people that people have accused of having something to do with his death, they have no career outside of Charlie Kirk.
Now, again, I didn't say this stuff. All right, Brandon. I don't know if you think that you're putting things in between lines, but they double spaced. You said it. You double spaced. And then in the double space, you put what you meant to say in all caps. You didn't skip nothing. So in essence, what you say, Candace done bumped her head. Candace is deranged. Candace is a money hungry person and she don't got no thinking cap. Hot damn. Glad to see you growing up, man. You're picking sides. You out here calling people outside their name. Power to you, buddy. Like I thought initially, I was going to watch this video and get mad at you. I didn't realize I had to shake your hand before it's all said and done. Y'all heard it here, folks. Brandon Tatum believes that Candace Owens bumped her head.
when she woke up, deranged, and she money hungry, and she don't got a thinking cap. I didn't say it. B. Tatum did.
He was everything to Turning Point. He, as you can tell, he was holding everything together.
Holding it down.
And nobody, they want him to die, so they what? They get exposed and get in trouble and have no career, no podcast.
Yeah.
You got to be crazy to think somebody. And what time do people have to coordinate that kind of stuff? Everybody that I know that work for Turning Point, they love Charlie Kirk. I love Charlie. Everybody loves Charlie. Ain't nobody trying to get him killed except these crazy lefties. Ladies and gentlemen, the Angel Tree campaign is back. Every rated they have a chance to her mom, just the different homes that they went to. Active church. Iron that's incarcerated. Feel like she was remembered and loved by her. She now more than I do every year. We 4/10. If they're listening.
Okay, let's go back to where it actually ended. Right here. Let's go to right there.
Now, Turning Point USA is going to have their time. And I hope to God, if they're listening to me, Turning Point USA, if y'all listen to me, I know I can call some people, but y'all may watch this show. You cannot screw this up. If Candace Owens says yes, and she really go on your show, you need to get somebody to actually debate her.
Is he doing what I think he's doing? And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. Is he really doing what I think he's doing? Is he subliminally, partially, maybe trying to push for Erica to be there? He wouldn't do that, would he? He wouldn't do that. Now, for all intents and purposes, Erica's a docile human being. She ain't never really lost it, but get somebody to debate her? To debate Candace? Who could they get to debate them that's part of TPUSA? I'm listening to you one more time to make sure I heard what you say. Don't screw this up. Let's back that up.
Their time. And I hope to God, if they're listening to me, Turning Point USA, if y'all listen to me, I know I can call some people, but y'all may watch this show. You cannot screw this up.
Okay.
If Candace Owens says yes, and she really go on your show, you need to get somebody to actually debate her.
I mean, I guess you could say find some random person, but who in all of TPUSA that you won't name, like you don't name a name, you don't say, just say get somebody to debate her. Look, I was saying, you got Erica. That would be screwing it up. I'm sorry. I have to say it. Don't put Erica up there with don't do that. TPUSA, don't do that. I'm not saying Brandon's suggesting it, but if it even remotely crosses, don't do that. Listen, I'm not saying that she can't hold her own. I don't know that she can't. I don't think she could against Candace. Candace is savage now. As much as she might be batshit crazy, Candace is. Y'all know what I mean, right? She don't pull punches when she's debating folk. She gonna obliterate Erica, bro. And she gonna obliterate anybody you bring to debate. Don't debate her. Don't listen to Brandon Tatum, TPUSA. This ain't supposed to be a debate. Don't debate. Don't get caught in the weeds with her. Here's my suggestion. Drop your evidence. Let her chat. When she drop her evidence, let it be. This is just what you call discovery at this point. Don't debate. Don't fight. Drop what you drop and let everybody decide it. That's what. No debate. Don't listen to this. He's setting you up, bro. Listen. You getting set up by Tatum. That's why he won't call you. You're getting set up. Don't do it. Don't fall for it.
Don't get nobody that don't work for Turning Point. Don't get nobody that work for Turning Point that's the third or fourth man on the totem pole.
See? Okay, now, come on now. Look. I'm not Nostradamus. And I don't read tea leaves. But not somebody 2 or 3 lines down. There's only one person at the very top right now. He bet, okay, if he say it out loud, he hate Erica too. If Brandon Tatum say put Erica to debate Candace Owens, Brandon Tatum hate Erica. I'm saying it. And I know people are gonna get me blow back and say, you don't no. Listen to me carefully. Erica ain't been doing this internet stuff for years like Candace has. Candace convinced 5 million people that she was sane. Come on. What? She gonna tear Erica up cat dog raggedy if you put that lady to the you better not be thinking that lady, man. You Tatum, you best not be thinking that. That's insane. Don't. So far he's pointing to that direction. Hopefully he mentions somebody say, okay.
If you're gonna bring the big dog into your house, the one that got the #1 podcast, the one that's been throwing shade in y'all direction since Charlie Kirk before he was buried, you better get somebody that's qualified that worked for Turning Point USA to have a real conversation with receipts. Y'all got 35 people in there working. Y'all could be looking at everything she said on her podcast since day one, and you got to have a clip ready, stats ready, debunkable. If you don't, this will be the end.
I thought you weren't picking sides, Brandon. I thought you didn't have nothing to say about it. You defending them right now. In case you didn't know, this is defending TPUSA. I don't need to defend them. They can do that. I don't need to defend Candace. TPUSA, listen, man. Hey, look, I know something about Candace, right? So what she gonna do, right, is this. Now, I'm not defending nobody. Y'all heard, right? Y'all got the memo? Cool. Hey, look, don't say where you got this information from, man. I didn't say it. Just remember, it wasn't me. But I don't got to pick no sides on this one. I'm just sitting this one out. But Brandon, you telling them everything they need to do. That's defending them. Why did you just let them do what they're doing? If you got nothing to say, don't say nothing. But the mere fact that you put it in their head to put somebody that's not 2 or 3 rungs down and they're only 3 at the top. All right.
I'm telling you right now, some people think that if a person is saying something, just avoid it. Charlie Kirk used to do that. Just avoid these people. That means avoid the little peons. You can't avoid the person at the top of the mountain. You gotta knock the bully off the top of the mountain.
So now Candace is a bully. Hold on, I gotta write all these terms down. Be slick, man. Bully. Mm-hmm. I gotta remember these because they know me. My brain don't work. I gotta write it down. Pause it.
If that's your priority. King David had to knock Goliath off.
Oh damn!
There was no talking and negotiating and trying to avoid him. And so, if you think that she's wrong, if that's y'all's take, then you better be very qualified after challenging her to come on your show. Because right, wrong, or indifferent, Candace Owens sound right. Relatively speaking, she sound wrong to me in a lot of stuff, but
no. What you did say, no. She sound like she bump her head. She sound deranged. She sound like she after money. She sound like she got no thinking cap. Hold on. She sound crazy. She sound like a bully. Oh Lordy. Oh, Tatum, man. Look. You missed your calling. I'm telling you now, while the podcasting is working out great, but you missed your calling as a comedian, bro. I mean, look, I'm not negating the fact that you're right. Now, this is a bad thing is that you're right about Candace. You're 100% right. That you cannot take her lightly if she's coming into your domain. We talk a lot of smack about Candace because of her lies. But we also tell you that she's very persuasive. 5.5 million people persuasive. She got the winning hand in this particular debate right now. If you were to debate her, you're not gonna win. TPUSA will not win a debate with Candace Owens. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. Nope. Not even look. It's not even that whether they're gonna win the debate at the time. They're not gonna win the debate even after. One, you don't have the same clout as Candace. Two, you don't have the persuasive power of Candace. And three, you may not be able to lie as well as Candace. I'm not saying you don't lie, because you've already been caught in a few. But I'm just saying you're not going to be able to lie to the level that Candace is. You're not going to be able to do it, bro. Don't let Tatum get y'all caught up. Don't be listening to this dude. Just drop your facts, let it be, and move on. You don't need to persuade nobody. Trust me, you don't need to persuade nobody. You're not going to persuade Candace. You come, you tell her, hey, welcome, be cordial. Thank you for coming. Let's get at this. This is what we have. You had questions about what we did. This is what we did. Here's our receipt. You don't believe it. You don't believe it. Where's your receipt? That's what you got. Cool. Everybody saw the receipt. She got to ask her questions. We got to answer her and move on and be done. Let public opinion take over after that. You did your due diligence. You answered the questions. Don't get lost in the weeds with this lady. I'm telling you now.
She sound right to her audience and to probably a majority of America that's listening to her. So please don't come half-stepping and think that you're going to put somebody that was a third man on your show up to debate Candace Owens on stuff.
Oh, so now you're throwing shade at my boy. That's rough, man. Why you doing that, man? Why would you throw shade at that dude? The poor guy was just put there to talk. Why you got to do that, man?
It's not going to go well. But let me play a clip real quick, just in case you guys are unaware and you're sleeping under a rock and you ain't never heard about this. Let's go to the short clip of Turning Point's response inviting Candace Owens to a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Candace Owens took this as a debate. Roll the clip.
Mentioned several times that the ball is in our court.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what is going to happen. In the near future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point. We plan to walk through everything carefully and thoroughly. If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix.
Wow. Okay.
At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court. Our motivation for doing this is not out of any obligation to Candace. It is about honoring Charlie. We feel a deep responsibility to protect his legacy, his work, and the truth. I feel that. I owe Charlie everything in my life. I feel it immensely. And that is why we feel compelled to speak clearly and openly now. We'll have more on this in the near future.
If I could change the world, do some time warping, I wish y'all had done this 2 months ago.
Brandon, you said you wasn't going to say nothing, man. Do I need to keep reminding you that you wasn't going to say nothing? You said you weren't going to defend nobody. Why are you trying? Stop running interference, man. They did it, okay? They didn't need to do it before. They doing it now. Because she's become an annoyance. That's like, okay, I could be in a home and I could have a fly problem, all right? And there's just one fly and it'll disappear. And I know it's there. I'm like, okay, it's a fly in the house. Okay, cool. You know, the next day, twice. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not going to swat at it. It's not going to be here very long. I'm going to leave a window open. I'll let it out, whatever. I'll spray. I'll do all kinds of other stuff to not address directly the fly. Third day, and it lands on my plate when I'm trying to eat. And this damn fly won't leave me the hell alone. And I flick at the fly and it takes off. Day 4, this fly comes back with 4 more of his friends and won't leave my gliding on my face. I'm gonna have to smack the fly. I'm gonna have to smack the shit out of that fly. I'm done with that fly. That's what Candace was to them. Candace was a fly. They left the fly alone for a little bit. The fly got a little bit too ahead of itself. And now they got to address the fly. So 2 months ago, it wasn't an annoyance. It was just a fly, just a regular fly. I can't dog them for not saying nothing. I can't. But I like that look. That's a good look for you there, Brandon.
I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. I'll see you at AmFest. I wish y'all done this 2 months ago, because the position that is putting Turning Point in is the first time that Turning Point is addressing this.
Mm-hmm.
They're addressing it with a guy that nobody knows who he is.
Why does that matter? Why does it matter that nobody knows this guy? Why are you also hell-bent on trying to vilify the one dude that didn't have a... I don't get this. Even you? I thought you were friends with TPUSA. Y'all got a problem with everything they... Oh, look. They can't do right at all. They can't address, not address, how they address is a problem, when they address is a problem, who they use to address... You flippity flap all over the place, bro. You're not taking a side, but you're taking... I don't know what to make of this no more.
He is not the executive producer.
He's not
the
CEO?
COO. He's not the CEO. I haven't heard of this guy. I ain't never heard of this guy.
It's weird that you had mentioned the CEO. Who's that? Who is that? You mean to tell me you'd be okay with Erica Kirk making the announcement? Maybe I was right in the idea that you're probably trying to get her to debate. Remember, top echelon, not the peons. It's also weird that you never addressed the interview really with what she said about leaving this issue alone when Erica said it. That's I find that kind of suspicious too, Brandon. That you never, okay, maybe you talked to Candace and we didn't know that Candace and tell Candace, listen, man, look, Erica said to stop. You said you'd stop. I just want you to stop. We're friends. And you were friends with Charlie. This is his wife. Okay. She don't want to go through this no more. Did you do that? It doesn't look like you did because Candace's still gone. Now you look like you're trying to set Erica up to go and deal with this behemoth on a live stream. That's crazy.
But, I guess he was on Charlie's show, and Charlie respect him a lot. He seemed like a smart guy. But y'all gonna have to get like Tyler, somebody who went with Turning Point from the very beginning, who has been accused. I'll tell y'all this. I'm gonna give you some advice. And I'm not trying to be biased. It kind of sounds biased right now. But get everybody that's been accused.
I knew it. That was his workaround. Mention Tyler. Throw Erica in the loop.
To join in on that conversation. Mikey. Now I'm going to leave Erica out of it because...
Oh, good. I'm glad, man. Thank God. Woo! Oh. Brandon, I can't tell you how pleased I am to hear that, man. Like my heart just dropped. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. You wouldn't believe how freaked out I was that you was gonna say to put. Thank you.
If I had my wishes, if something happened to me when I die, my wife ain't working. She's not gonna be CEO. She'll be telling y'all what to do from the couch with bow in her hand. She's not gonna be up in no studio listening to nobody. She's not gonna be dealing with y'all.
Good.
And to be honest, my wife, I would have to somebody need to take her Instagram down because my wife would be probably cussing and acting a fool. Somebody say something crazy about me. But I think we can exclude Erica from this.
Good.
Because I love Charlie and I want to protect his wife. Leave her out of this. She don't need to be talking to nobody. She don't need to be trying to explain herself to nobody. Y'all can go to you know where. If you
Hold on. Let me pull my best coach Colin out. I gained a little bit more respect for you now. I thank you, Brent. Look, for real. Like this, not all jokes aside. I am glad that you said that, and I'm glad that you emphasized that she is off limits. I'm glad. I just wish, like how you wish Turning Point USA had done this 2 months ago. I just wish that you had done that 2 months ago when your girl was attacking her. I just wish that you had stepped to the plate to defend her and the children, your best friend's wife, when your friend Candace was going after her and blaming her for stupid shit. I just wish you had done it then. But hey, you're doing it now, right? Okay, cool. Go ahead.
You're going to try to put her in the middle of this. Her husband died. She got these babies to take care of. Leave her out of it. But for everybody else, everybody that was accused, Turek, Mikey, Andrew, not Terrell, he's a video guy, but some of these other people that's been accused, not Mikey, Rob McCoy, I would like to see everybody on the panel to address these issues.
I wouldn't bring Rob on there. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. Nope. Turning point. He now he back to setting you up again. Don't bring Mike McCoy up there. Don't do that. No, don't bring the father up there. Don't bring none of the McCoys. Leave the McCoys out. Leave them off. You want Candace to definitely win? Bring those two on. Don't do that. Don't bring Papa nor son. Infer receipts, video, but do not bring them on the panel. Please.
Nobody's escaping. Nobody's hiding somewhere where it appears that somebody's hiding. Everybody's out in the open. And then if Candace shows up, it'll be Candace having to explain or prove her point against all of these people that she said did X, Y, Z.
All right, you guys, it's happening. It's happening. Everybody stay calm. After yesterday's episode where we went kind of for the jugular with Turning Point USA, because really I think everybody in the entire world has had enough with the non-response, trying to move on, trying to gaslight us, not answering basic details. So we just went for it.
You know, we just recently did a live about not answering and, gaslighting people. We did a little bit of weird thing with that. She doesn't want to address certain things about her life. I'll leave that. You're going to go watch the live that we did. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. I just find it weird that that's her approach. But she's happy. She's stoked out of her mind. I can't, man.
And guess what? Turning Point has moved to formally respond to all the things that we have said. And after a very long diatribe in which they wildly misrepresent the public and global investigation of Charlie Kirk's assassination, they at long last issued a public invitation or a challenge. I'm not sure what it is, but I accept. Okay? Quite literally, all we have ever asked for were sensible answers to our basic questions about what transpired on September 10th.
I'll give you guys a little insight into some Candyisms. Okay. And I have to thank Corey. Corey comes up with some really good words. I'm starting to learn a lot from that sage. how to make up words. Candyisms. Okay. Whenever you hear her say that, like sensible answers, what she's really saying is answers that I approve of. Not sensible from the point of view of it's what they happen and what truth is. No. It has to be what she deems sensible, which is why I tell you all TPUSA is not going to win this. She's going to win it. She's going to win it overall because she's going to be the one to decide what is true, and her minions are far outnumbering TPUSA's minions. She set this up so well. But hey, most con artists that know what they're doing know how to set stuff up. That's half the game right there. The winning, that's secondary. The setup to the win, that's where the game lies.
And it looks like we're going to get those things. So major win. I am excited.
I would like to see everybody on the panel to address these issues. Nobody's escaping. Nobody's hiding somewhere where it appears that somebody's hiding. Everybody's out in the open. And then if Candace shows up, it'll be Candace having to explain or prove her point against all of these people that she said did X, Y, Z. That's if you don't do that, it's gonna be hard for people like me and others who love Turning Point USA to try to keep defending it.
Oh, but you said you're not going to. Brandon. Brandon. Look, I'm trying. I'm really trying, man. It's okay You didn't need to set yourself up in a position where you could. It seems to me that you're fighting. An internal conflict is there. The conflict I sense in you is that you really, 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 you want to defend both of your friends, but you can't. Your conscience won't let you defend both. It's not gonna let you. It's not gonna let you, bro. You are at a point now where you have to pick. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. I know, man. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. But this is part of being an adult and a man. You know what the right thing is here. All right.
Because the fact that Andrew, and I know Andrew may be traveling or something, but I wish that they would have waited to Andrew to get back on the show because he was the executive producer. He is the spokesperson of Turning Point USA. He the man on the show that Charlie is down. And so I would have liked to hear these things come from him. It has more gravity. It has more weight instead of a guy who, I don't even know what his involvement with Turning Point other than being on that show.
That's cold, man. Why? This dude just constantly catching strays out here. Poor dude just did his job. The poor man just got behind the camera and read. So because he ain't a big enough name, he don't care about Charlie? Why y'all like this, man? Oh my golly. Y'all are vicious, bro. The man just got on camera to read. That's all he did was just read. I don't even know who the hell he is. Why they put him on there? Get Andrew up in here. Nobody know this fool. Get him out of here. Then Candace saying, I don't even know who this guy is. Why they put him up there? I'm worth more than that. Can you imagine if you were this guy, right? You and Charlie were friends, right? Like you are really good friends. And you decide, okay, I'll do it. I'll read. You're not even thinking, I'm reading on behalf of TPUSA. And two of the people, one's supposed to be in your corner, just dogging you out for being a no name and a nobody for reading this. And then the one person that's accusing you pretty much call you a piece of shit. You ain't nothing. Like you are a dog in this. Like, that is crazy. Why y'all doing this to the man? What'd he do? That is wild.
But there needs to be a panel of people to discuss this because if Candace don't show up, it would be good for people that love Turning Point to hear your side of it, to hear Mikey McCoy, to hear Rob McCoy explain through some of these conspiracies that are out there. Some of the security guys, I know that they probably let go of the contractor team, but the head of security that's still there. Speak to some of the things. And then when you guys do that, the world has a decision to make because now they've heard the truth.
Did they? You say now they heard the truth. No, all they heard was both sides. That we don't know that's the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you. We ain't gonna never hear the truth. We're never gonna hear the truth about what everybody's role was. That has never happened in any case. There is no case anywhere on earth, anytime at all, where you've heard all the truth. Not one. Not a single one. This is no different. The public will have to decide what they believe is the truth. That's what they're going to believe. That's what the deciding factor is. Once this is all said and done, and Candace puts her truth out there, TPUSA puts her truth out there, the world now has to decide, if you're interested, which one of them is more believable than the other and whose side they're going to take. That's the only thing that the decision going to be made in. That's it.
And then, or from your perspective, which I believe is got to be the truth. I believe what Turning Point is saying a little bit more. And then they can make a decision from there.
Howie Mandel here. You wake up tired. You crash by noon. That's real shit.
You cannot just let the fire burn. My dad, retired firefighter, 40-some years. I think of my dad every time I think of him fighting fires when we were growing up. If you got a fire on just say it was a box on fire in the middle of the street, you can let that burn out. When your house is on fire, you might need to let the fire department put the fire out, because it's going to go out one of two ways. The firefighters will come professionally, put the fire out, make sure there's no embers that can start a fire up again, or you let the fire burn until it burns out. The professionals putting the fire out nips it in the bud. You letting it burn till it burn out, your house is gone.
Unless the professionals get there and realize, oh shit, we can't save the house. It's a third option, Brandon. The professionals could get there and be like, man, I got bad news for you. We can't go in there. Do you see that black smoke coming out of there? That's asbestos. We can't go in. We're not going in there. Let that mother burn. We are good. Bye-bye house. Condemn it. You don't got to worry about it. We're not going in there. Structural issues could just be decided, okay, that's not working. There's a third option, Brandon. Just so you know.
And then it's going to burn down 3-4 other houses on the street. I think it's still there. And then it's gonna burn down 3 or 4 houses on the same street.
Or the professionals get there and wet the other houses so they don't burn down. But also, if the house is just burning, I don't know how far away my house is from somebody. There's so many other options. I mean, I guess the analogy doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think it's more akin to this. This is what I would make the analogy. Now, just to help you out, Brandon. Candace is trying to get rid of TPUSA. TPUSA, in good faith, decided to invite Candace to try and stop her from burning down their business. I would have suggested that they fight back fire with fire. You gonna put my house on fire? I'm lighting yours up too. If how did that kid? You remember there's a kid went viral some time ago with Johnny? You remember? Him and Johnny got in a fight, and he said he decked Johnny back. He said, now we both got rainy days and black eyes. That's what I would do to Candace, bruh. Fire with fire. You lighting my house? Bet. Oh, we throwing down today. It's just be an all-out brawl. Your house going to be on fire. My house going to be on fire. None of us going to have a home by the time this is done. I say we go Johnny. At TPUSA, go Johnny, bro. Go Johnny.
And then it's going to be ashes. The fire is out, but there's ashes. And nothing is left.
And you can rebuild it.
And so I just want to say this, because I love Turning Point USA. I love Charlie. And I have always been committed to fighting for what's right. I think Turning Point is doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will fight to no end to have Charlie's legacy continue, because I think he was a good man.
Right.
Charlie was my family member. Charlie was my brother in the flesh, my brother in Christ. But my goodness, man, I used to talk to Charlie face to face. And I said, whatever you need, I got your back. And I knew Charlie knew that he could trust me. That's why he would have me speak all around the country when he couldn't do stuff. Brandon, can you go speak?
Anybody sensing a little bit of Candy vibes coming out of him just now? That looked a lot like Candace, didn't it? I didn't like that. I don't like it.
He had me tour campus 2 years in a row. It was me and him on campus 2 years in a row. Why? Because he trusts me. And so when the man dies, he should be able to trust me after he's dead. He should be able to trust that B. Tatum looked me in my face and said that he support me and that he got my back.
Right.
And that means I got his back, and that means I got his wife's back. And that means that his legacy, I got his legacy's back. Or you guys should tune out, listen to me, because I'm fake. Anybody that ever said that they love Charlie and they're willing to destroy him, destroy his reputation, I don't think they really loved him.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my. Oh wow. Oh. That was whew. That one's heavy. Damn. Hey, look, I didn't say it. He did. Now, we've been saying this about Candace, but now he done said it. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if any of the stuff he just said is true about him and Charlie. I don't know. I don't know that they were that tight. I know they had pictures together and they were speaking together. I don't know how tight Brandon and Charlie were. I don't know. I'm not claiming that. However, his statement was, if you are trying to destroy his legacy and his enterprise, you never loved Charlie. Did you say that to Candace? Just curious. Did you ever tell Candace, I think you hated Charlie? I mean, we think she hated Charlie. And I don't know, but I know she hated that man. She didn't love Charlie. Nope. So I agree with you, Brandon. You're right. Candace Owens does not like Charlie. She hated him. I'm glad you had the balls to finally say it, though. More power to you.
There's a difference between loving the idea of being friends with Charlie or loving the idea of what Charlie represented versus saying, bro, I got your back. And this will be a tail sign and I'm going to get off here. Okay. But when I die, because everybody's going to die at some point. Hopefully I die when I'm old. But when I die, I would love to be looking down from heaven and saying, I knew he would have my back when I died. I knew they'll hold down the fort. I knew when they said to me in person and I gave them my word that they gave me their word that they were going to fulfill the promises.
I don't think that's how it's going to go when you go there. Just a thought. Hey, look, just based on what I've been reading, I don't think that that's how that's going to function, where you're just going to be looking down on folk. Don't want to bust your bubble too much, but that's what you're going to be looking for. You're not going to be happy where you're at. Now, you're not, okay, I'm going to speak for me. If I expire and I end up there, I will guarantee you this. I'm not going to be concerning myself about nothing down here. Zip, zero, zilch, nada. Whoop. Nope. No. You realize where you is? You realize do you realize where you are? If that's where man, why you won't worry about Earth? I think you'll have bigger things to be looking at and dealing with than worried about what they think about you back on Earth.
That I had on Earth. I knew I could trust in them. I looked down and smiled at them. Versus looking down and watch people tear my whole stuff up. Stuff that I built all these years and put my life on the line and died over, watching them tear it all down. And so that's the last thing I'm going to say about that.
Well, that was indeed a response. Hey, look, I didn't say half the stuff he said. He said it. I mean, we've said it at our own pace about Candace, but she bumped her head. She deranged. She liked money. She had no thinking cap. She crazy. She a bully. And she hate Charlie. I mean, I'm glad that he finally was able to get it off his chest. I'm glad that inadvertently he said it without saying her name. I'm glad. I'm proud. I'm happy about it, brother. Way to go. I think you might feel better, too, after the debate is done, or the collaboration or conflict. I don't know what you're going to call it, but I think you'll be happy when it's over with. Because I think at the end of this, here's what I predict. The current iteration of TPUSA will be gone. Unfortunately. Because Candace will have done her job. Because she's more proficient at it than they are. They don't have the big dog fighting in their corner. Charlie's gone. None of those men will ever be the kind of powerhouse that Charlie was in his debate skills. In any of it, they're not the same individual. They're not going to be able to stand up against Candace. Not because Candace has the truth, but because Candace knows how to persuade. And she has the swing right now in her favor. The ball game is tilted. She's up, and it's like the fourth quarter, and there's only like 2 minutes left, and y'all ain't got no timeouts. Y'all gonna need a massive Hail Mary, and it ain't from the Catholic side. Y'all gonna need something big. Y'all better play this right. But I still think no matter what you play, you ain't gonna have the winning hand. You might give your home team a little bit of hope, but it'll fizzle out waning seconds, bro. But definitely don't do what Tatum's suggesting. That's a setup. That is a setup. I'm glad he left Erica out of it. That's good. Leave her out of it. That's true. She doesn't need to be a part of this. She needs to stay home with them kids and deal with the kids block their ears from all the crap that's been going around. That's her job. That's what she should be doing. Mourn, deal with the kids. We'll see what happens with the debate or the event or the meeting or the showdown or whatever it is, the exchange of proofs on the 15th, if she shows up or if she does it virtually. I don't know what she's going to do yet. She has a conflict, she said, with the time frame. She said it was too soon. I don't know, 11 days. I mean, they invited you and just make the time. Clear your calendar for it. It's a big deal. You said this is a big deal, right? This is what you wanted. So you should be able to just drop everything and go. Forget being live. You're gonna be live over there. That's okay. Drop everything. You got a husband. He can hire a babysitter and just go. You got 11 days to plan where you're going to stay, how you're going to get food. You got money to do all that, by the way. That's only going to run you maybe if at a good hotel and you're there for like 3-4 days. Okay, you get there 2 days in advance, get some good sleep, go there for the day, and then sleep more 2 more. So you get there for 5 days and you get a nice hotel, 5-star, breakfast in bed for them 2 days. You're probably running about $3-4 grand. Okay, so you can do that. And so $3-4 grand for 5 days, and then you get your chauffeur, so you want to move in fancy style. So another $2 grand. 10 grand can get you there and back, Candace. For the win that you're going to get out of it, you can't be making no excuse about conflict of time frames, girl. Just go. Just get up, head out. Get there now. Have all the stuff. You got a team. Take your basement with you. I don't know. Set up remote conferences. There's ways you can do it. There's no conflict. Just go. This will definitely prove that you're definitely all about that business. But TPUSA, if this is what you wanted, I'm just warning you, this could end up real bad for you. Can't say I'm on your side because I don't know what you know. But I am definitely not on Candace's side. Let's just put it that way. So y'all make a choice. Y'all figure it out. Brandon said he's not picking sides, but he already picked sides. He just don't want to say whose name out of his mouth. It's like Voldemort. He don't want to say it, but it's Candace he's talking about with all this, bumped in head thing. Whatever your thoughts are, please let us know. I find this hilarious myself, but we're gonna see how it turns out. And let us know what you think about Brandon's not take about this, and we'll hit you up on the flip side. We'll catch you later.
I stab stereotypes, the map, the math, you call it conflict, I call it context, 2 lenses, 1 text, next 2 flex, they clip a clip, 2 quick fix the narrative, I stitch the stitch, back to the narrative, comparative, when your feed feeds a frenzy, rewind, find the friendly faces in the frenzy that they fenced away, street light testimony, shadow speaks different in bright light than in night fights, watch the white light bite, I got verbs that twist verbs, siren that reverse sirens, hear the siren say, listen, my lines are lifelines, throw one, save none.